Hey friends, welcome back to my channel and I hope you've been having a great day so far. We are back with another segment from our food from TV or movie, and today we're going to be making Rachel Green's trifle just in time for American Thanksgiving. This one was, I was so iffy on making it because I don't like wasting food, but we're going to do it today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you do. I release a new video every Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. BST. I'm also leaning towards more vlogging, so make sure that you subscribe if you haven't yet to be up to date with that. And all my social media links are down below, so if you haven't followed me, make sure that you do. I release different content on every platform, and without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so I am using my new camera today. So this is a test. I don't know much about cameras and I'm really learning along the way. So I hope sound and everything is good. If not, it is a learning experience and we are going to fix that for the next video. But today I thought that even though Canadian Thanksgiving is already past from October, we are gonna be doing the trifle that Rachel Green makes in Friends, which was technically half a shepherd's pie and half of an English trifle. So there is a mix of weird ingredients in here. I can't remember what episode it is, but I will link it down below. Rachel is making dessert for a Thanksgiving dinner at her and Monica's, and she is following a recipe book and she didn't realize that the pages were stuck together. So basically she was reading one half of a trifle dessert, which she originally intended to make, and then the other half is from the shepherd's pie recipe. So it has some ground beef and peas, which is going to be really weird. And since there's so many layers in a trifle, I actually have a notebook that I wrote to make sure I got every layer correct. So basically from the bottom to the top, there is ladyfingers, a layer of jam, there is custard that she made from scratch, which I'm making from scratch too, or I did make from scratch right here. Some raspberries, another layer of ladyfingers, beef sauteed with peas and onions, a layer of custard, bananas, and whipped cream. So that is what we're doing today. I do not have a trifle bowl, so I'm just using kind of like a deep dish bowl I found from the Dollarama. Trifle bowls are so expensive, so I just didn't feel the need to buy one since I don't really make trifles a lot. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that. I've got ladyfingers here I just bought from the grocery store. I made some homemade custard yesterday and I let it chill in the fridge. I will link the recipe below for the custard recipe I followed on Pinterest. I just have some fresh raspberries here that I washed. I've got some ground beef sauteed with onions and peas, and I just seasoned it with salt and pepper because I feel like that's probably what Rachel would season it with since she's not really a cook. And then I've got some raspberry jam here. She didn't really specify what kind of fruit jam, but since she was using raspberries, I thought we might as well use raspberry jam. And then I've got a banana here that we'll slice up just before eating, and some whipped cream. She didn't say she made whipped cream from scratch, so we're using the canned one. And then I just got a bowl of milk here that I'm going to soak each of the ladyfingers in because there's not a lot of liquids. The ladyfingers will take forever to soften, so we'll just dip it in the milk here. Okay, so let's get started here. So I've actually already made one in the fridge, and I didn't soak it in milk, so the ladyfingers are hard. But I'm gonna try that one instead of this because I really want this to sit. So what you want to do is get your bowl and the ladyfingers fit. I just got a chopping board just in case I need to cut some of them in half to fill in the bowl. But all you want to do is basically quickly dip your ladyfingers for about 10 seconds and then place it in your trifle bowl. Yeah, so you just want to make sure that everything is covered And then also if you want, you can definitely just cut the pieces in like little bits, because since we're using like this round trifle bowl, they're not necessarily gonna fit in properly, so it'll be like a puzzle almost. Alright, so once you've got your first layer of lady fingers here, you're gonna need a layer of jam. I have more jam, but I'm gonna try to stretch this out because unlike Joey, I'm not that big of a fan of jam. I'm so sorry, but I don't know, for me it just seems so sweet. Like I do crave it sometimes, like especially when I want something with like jam and like butter. Okay, so now we've got our layer of jam. Now we want to put a layer of custard. I made this custard from scratch. I'm so proud. If you guys know me, you guys know that I'm not a big baking dessert person. So I'm only starting to like learn a little bit now, but it's definitely a process. Okay, perfect. Now that we've got our layer of custard, we're gonna put in some raspberries. I would just start lining them in the outer corner first, because like the thing with a trifle is that it's very aesthetic. Like the dessert is like made to look good and like show all of these layers. Okay, see, so we've lined up the outside, and then now we just want to put the rest of the strawberries in the middle. I mean, not strawberries, raspberries. What am I saying? Okay, perfect. Now another layer of ladyfingers. Okay, so we've got another layer of lady fingers. And now for the weird part, the beef sauteed with peas and onions. I almost feel like it's a crime that I'm ruining this dessert. But I don't know. Joey liked it, right? So seems to know his way around food. Okay, there's a layer of beef sauteed with peas and onions. And then last layer of custard. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. This might be an eggplant burger from Scooby-Doo situation. Oh my god. This is actually kind of making me nauseous. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we've got the custard. Yeah. All right. And then, last but not least, the slices of banana and whipped cream. Oh god, I can't help but laugh at this. This is why I enjoy this series. Okay, now the finishing touches. Whipped cream. All right, you guys, there you have it. Rachel Green's English Trifle with beef sauteed with peas and onions. Okay, so I want to let this chill in the fridge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the one that I already made, top it with some bananas and onions. Bananas and whipped cream, and we'll taste test that one instead. So this one can chill a little bit. It might be crunchy because the lady fingers are not soft, but we'll see. Okay, so this is the little mason jar trifle I made. I'm just gonna top it off with some bananas and some whipped cream. Are you ready? Wait, let me clean up a bit. Okay guys, so I've cleaned up a little bit, not a lot. And it is time to try the mini one. I'm gonna let that sit for a bit, but cheers. It's gonna be really hard getting all the layers, I think. Shoot. All right, going for, I think, every single layer. Maybe not the bottom ladyfingers, but there's ladyfingers in there. Cheers! Okay. I'm gonna have to say this one is not as bad as the Scooby-Doo eggplant burgers we last did. The beef, peas, and onions are for sure so odd. Like, it feels like you're eating a dessert, but at the same time, you're biting into like an egg roll or stir fry or something. Oh, it's so weird. And like, you taste it immediately too. And I think Joey's right. There is not enough jam in this. I think another layer would be good. Which probably there would be another layer because it's trifle. There would be another layer, but because it was cut off by the beef, peas, and onions, shepherd's pie half, yeah. Cheers. Wait, the more you eat it, the more it kind of blends in. I would not do this for anybody or even do it for somebody I hated. But, you know, for an accident, which is what Rachel Green did, it's not that bad. Well, that concludes today's video on making Rachel Green's Thanksgiving trifle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love doing this series, and for December, I'm gonna have a special guest with me who's gonna be doing the food from TV and movie segment with me. So that's gonna be so fun, and of course it's gonna be from a Christmas movie, a classic and a favorite one. So I can't wait to show you guys that. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, make sure that you do. I release a new video every Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. PST. If you haven't followed any of my social media links, they're all down below. I adore comments, DMs, anything that you guys can help me with feedback or what you guys want to see, so just let me know. I think other than that, I'm going to close off this video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. The full blog post has all of my thoughts and also the full list of ingredients, what to use, what I use, techniques, and all of that jazz. So make sure that you also visit the blog. Everything's linked down below. And I guess I'll see you guys next week. Bye!